Well, welcome one and all. I can't believe there's already like 30 people within about 3 or 4 minutes. That's fantastic. So big up, welcome to the Spearhead Records podcast, live, recorded live with me, Steve BCee, for Spearhead Records here from Spearhead HQ. If you're not familiar with this, we've been doing this since the start of the lockdowns. There's a lot of talking going to happen in the next couple of hours. This is not a mix. If you've tuned in for a mix, you are in the wrong place. Please take the tape out now. And don't whinge. Well, this is edition 66, I think. 65, 66. And the world, well, just as we thought we were getting there with COVID, the war kicks off. So it goes without saying, but I will say it. Big love to everybody who is suffering right now. I mean, I can't even begin to address it. I'm not going to try too hard because it's a crazy situation. We also lost Skibbity this week. He's not, I'll be honest with you, it's not somebody I knew personally, but he is somebody who's had a massive impact on the D&B scene and someone that I've followed for absolutely years. So all in all, it's been one of them weeks, which is why I thought I'd deal with this the way I know how, to basically come and join you lot online, chat a load of nonsense and listen to some drum and bass for the next couple of hours. But I will say this, if you want to support a fantastic project, the track I just played is called Time for Peace. It is from a project called Together with Ukraine. It's available to buy on Bandcamp, and all of the proceeds are going to go to help those affected by the crisis in Ukraine. There are something like 130 tracks. I'm just having a look now. 136 tracks from, I mean, the list of people that have got involved in this is unbelievable. I didn't know about it until it was out. Otherwise, there would have 100% been a BCee track on there. That's the only reason there's not one on there. But I mean, DJ Markey, Ethelwood, Whiny, Noisia, HLZ, Halogenics, Fred V, Graphics, Document One. I mean, it's ridiculous. I have put the list, I've put the link, in the chat room, togetherwithukraine.bandcamp.com. 12 quid, or of course more. Caliber, as Dan Bryan just said, is even involved in this. Please, what a great way. I mean, 12 quid for 100 tracks. Please do give what you can, and all that money will go out there. To those guys, before I play something else, I do just want to shout out the guys in Russia that work with Spearhead Records. We've got a release coming up from Burt H. We've worked with Black Barrel. We've worked with Electra Soul System. And many guys that are out there in Russia, obviously just as miffed about this situation as we are. So, you know, I don't want to get deep into a political one, but I did think it was important to address that at the start of the show. So we will, I will play you some more tracks from Together with Ukraine album as we go through today, but I'm not going to dwell on that because I think we probably all need a little bit of music and escape. So thanks for joining me this afternoon. Do pop your questions, pop your comments in the chat room. We're going to kick things off again with this. Is forthcoming on Spearhead. It's called Make the Most. It's by Loa, and it features Aliyah May on vocals. It's out in a few weeks' time.
Searching for us. I got lost when my hope was taken, but I was not giving it up. Gotta make
Charlie Crane says Steelyard went off. Massive thank you to all of you that joined us for Steelyard for the first big Spearhead event of the year. And I hope I will see some of you in about a month's time down at Peckham Audio. I'm not going to talk about that one too much because it's the 20 years of BCee event that got rescheduled. But it has sold out. Me, Charlotte Haining, Ruthless, and the legendary Ember. And then that's going to be it from us in London until Hospitality in the Woods. Where I don't know if you've seen the lineup yet, but if you haven't got a ticket for Hospitality in the Woods yet, the Spearhead stage on the Saturday, it's probably the best lineup we've ever had at a Spearhead event. Me, Mike and Charlotte, for the first time, in a long time at least, are going to be performing a special Life as We Know It set. And we've been working on new music, so watch out. Somebody did message me after my set at the Steelyard and say to me, Steve, I have to tell you, that was the worst set I've ever seen you perform. I was like, I mean, cheers, mate. I was pretty happy with it. And I hope others of you that were there too were too. Right, a big friend of Spearhead Records, the one and only, the legendary, young, talented, beautiful legend that is DJ Lens, has got a mixtape coming out on Hospital where she has got to curate all the tracks herself, choose the whole album, mix the whole album. And there's also the first ever Lens and Lally production on there. This is taken from the forthcoming mixtape that Lens has put together. This is called Back in Action, featuring Slay. It's by Winey. And I'm going to tell you this now, that later this year, it's already done, recorded. In fact, I've got test pressings on the shelf. Lens's debut EP, her debut productions, are coming out right here on Spearhead Records, and they are sounding heavy. So Lens mixtape on Hospital Records coming soon. And then later this year, the Marufo EP will be coming out not until around September, but there is going to be a single before that. Big up Mark Andrew Lanchester, who is usually these days sitting next to me in the office. And he cannot get enough of me watching me online. Big up, Mark. Right, this is Black and White featuring Souk Lau by Human Nature, coming out on Spearhead very soon. Great to see so many of the names that have been back over the last year popping up. Cobb Dobler, Dan Bryan, Mr. Lanchester, who now obviously works here. Big up Ember, Charlie Crane, Rob Bonney, Chris Newell, Nick House, loads of names I recognise. Arthur, Raiden Dick, big the heck up. Danny, Fortunov. I hate trying to say people's names and getting them wrong. I'm sorry if I do. And some new guys too. If you haven't caught it, by the way, then after the show, check out on our YouTube channel. Right on the front page of it is an interview that I have. Me and the team went up to Manchester, met up with Think Tonk a couple of weeks back. His EP came out yesterday. We'll play some of that in a bit. Charlie, I will upload this one to SoundCloud. I forgot to record the last one. Sorry about that, but it is recording today. Thank you, Mikkel. I turned the wrong knob down. Big up AMC, who saw that I'd bought rebought the vinyl of this one from years back and sent me a master digital version that I don't think I've ever had. Old but classic Caliber remix of Jaheim, Put That Woman First.
If they grieve in the sun while they spinning, they sit on my truck, man. If they came in a sack, no swims, no seas in the back, man. If they drip from my wrist and it looked like it shine like blue, then. If it wasn't for the 9 to 5, level up overtime, then. If it wasn't for the Sunday All-Star Weekend game, girl. If it wasn't for the dough, Jesus should have told me no back. But silly me, oh, tell me how could I ever forget to be your love? I realized that you need love, oh, spend my life making up to you. But oh, yeah, I forgot to be
Dan Christian says, any festivals in the summer, I will be over at Liquidity. I'll be honest with you, do you know it's really hard to get festival bookings as somebody who's known as a liquid DJ. All the feedback coming back, oh, it's too chilled, too happy, we need the bangers. I don't think, I mean, that's the promoter's view. So if you disagree with that, bombard festivals that are putting on drum and bass with where's the musical stuff? Because in my opinion, this is built for outdoors in the summer.
like it shine like blue.
But hey,
If it wasn't for the Sunday All-Star Weekend game, girl. If it wasn't for the dome, the Jesus show wouldn't know that. But silly me, baby. Tell me how could I ever forget to be your love? Now I realize that you need love too. Spend my life making up to you. But oh, yeah, I forgot to be a lover.
I mean, the festival you do need to go to at the end of the summer is Hospitality in the Woods. Not just have we got a Spearhead stage with Spy back-to-back Randall, me, Mike, Charlotte, I think Ember, Willem, Rhea, Ruth Royal. We're just one stage of many. It's going to be the festival of the year for drum and bass. Such a pain to mix these vinyl rips that aren't quite in time. Sorry about that, but you know, we're live. We really are live. A couple of weeks back, I had Little Villy, aka Willem, in the Spearhead office, and we had a little chat for about an hour, recorded it all, and in the next couple of weeks, the next interview going up on the Spearhead YouTube will be an interview with me and Willem. So look out for that one. If you don't follow the Spearhead playlist yet, so that you can hear all these uninterrupted, the link is in the you know where the link is, but I'm going to rewind this one. This is Solar, Everything Is Possible. It's out now on Hospital Records. It is produced by me. Really happy with this one. I'll let the drop play.
Now I think I'm ready to clear my head, pull my feet back from the edge. It's time for looking forward. We can learn not to forget. Oh, but will it be all we need to finally see that everything is possible? Maybe
Yes, big up Wayne Exuberant in the place. Good to see you, mate. I've forgotten as well when we talked about festivals. Hospitality on the Beach. If you haven't got a ticket for that yet, it's either sold out or it's very close to selling out. So hurry up.
I think I'm ready, yeah. Now I think I'm ready, yeah.
Ember says
I'm ready.
this one needs a UKG remix.
Now I think I'm ready.
If you want to do it, mate, I'll send you the parts.
I'm hoping for a memory that stokes the flame, a fuel to burn, something to change. It's time for looking forward. I can't go back. And out here in the open, it's too big to contain. Oh, but will it be all we need to finally see? Will it be? Everything is possible, maybe. Could it be all you need to finally see? That everything is possible with me.
Incoming. This one's from Bungle. It's taken from his Space Shift EP, which is out now on Spearhead Records. All these tracks, of course, available spearheadrecordsbandcamp.com. There was a mention a minute ago of somebody saying thank you for repressing some of the old albums. So big up. If you haven't seen it already, we have just repressed this after years of it being unavailable. These were going. BCee North Point was on Discogs. Like, a couple of people were trying to sell these for like 150 quid, which is why I was like, do you know what? We'll just make some more. So ordered it. It's taken like months to come, but BCee North Point is available now. And as well, one that we ordered like straight away. This is back in stock. BCee Charlotte Hayning Life as We Know It original double pack vinyl is also back in stock. spearheadrecordsbandcamp.com. We've also got the re-release of this. This has been around for a while, but Beat the System 10th anniversary edition. The original of this only had 4 tracks on. This is the full album. At some point in the future, I plan to do the same with Lost and Found. Got all the tracks on one album. If you haven't got BCee, come and join us. That is also in the queue to be pressed. And finally, this month, the BCee 20 Years BCee box sets are due to be shipped on the 23rd of March from Poland, where they're being pressed. I really hope we get them. I can't wait. You'll know when they're here, because I'll be singing and dancing. This is another one taken from the Together with Ukraine project. It's Logistics. It's called Beacon. I've just reposted the link in the chat room. Please do go and buy this, show your support, and get some amazing music too. Dan Christian says, I don't like Hospitality. Everywhere they play the same tracks. One of them is Wilkinson, Take You Higher. Just so many other good tracks to be played out there. I mean, yeah, there are many other good tracks to be played out there, but I've got to pull you up on the point, mate. At the end of the day, Hospitality is a promoter. They book certain DJs. When you look at something like The Beach or The Park, there are such a wide selection of DJs there. 80% of would never play that Wilkinson track. So I think you've just been to the wrong events. This one playing right now is Terra and Lottie Woodward. It's called Come As You Are. And this is the BCee remix. This turned up this week, 10-inch vinyl. This is Terra Evening Sun EP as opposed to his track Morning Sun. A little play on words on that. This EP is up for pre-order, but if you pre-order it, if you pre-order the vinyl from Bandcamp, we're shipping the vinyl straight away. Big up Wayne, who's already got it. This has got some amazing remixes on it. It's got the graphics remix of Gold on it. It's got my remix of this. It's got the massive Everwood remix of Morning Sun, which, do you know what, I'll play that in a bit. And it's got the also equally massive Taxman remix of Just a Friend. Taxman went in on that. So if you want to grab this Terror Evening Sun EP, 10-inch, Spearhead Records at bandcamp.com.
Let me hold you here, hold us high. Promise I won't disappear if you come as you are. Come as you I'm leaving the door wide open if your heart can't take no more. Say I'm gonna be here waiting, hoping that you'll just come on home. When the world starts turning and your skies are falling down, when it all gets too heavy, know that I'll still be around. So come on
I me say all I'm full of that. Select a play it back again. Tell them me say yeah we a set the trend. Tell them me say yeah we a set the trend. Select a me beg you. Select a play it back again. Tell them me say yeah we a set the trend. Tell them me say yeah we a set the trend. Select a me beg you. Everybody know how the thing been. Select and me beg you play it back again. Tell them me say yeah we a set the trend. Select and me beg you play. Select and play it back again. Tell them me say yeah we a set the trend. Tell them me say yeah we a set the trend. Select and me beg you. I me say all I'm full up that.
Big up George Hurrell in the chat. George is responsible for the graphics behind us.
Full up that.
Absolutely smashing it each and every time.
Say yeah we a set the trend.
This one playing now is called Haulage. It's part of the Think Tonk EP, Recreational Drums.
You know how the thing been.
If you want to check out my interview with Think Tonk, you can check that out there. I'll put the link in the chat.
You play it back again.
Totally diverse mix of his massive Caribbean influences. Yeah, watch the interview. I'm pretty happy with it. Came out pretty well. I also saw mentioned in the chat a moment ago that apparently the Together for Ukraine project has already raised 35 grand, which is incredible. I'm a bit disappointed I didn't get a track on there. Nobody asked me. But more importantly, go and get it. I'll play something else from it. The link's in there. I'll put the link in again. Well done, everybody. Big respect. Right, I'm going to play you a track now that's bound to be big at festivals this year. This will be a Marmite one. This is by basically an unknown artist. Or pretty unknown to me anyway. It's by somebody called Bearup. The track, quite obviously, is called Can't Stop. And this is going to be the next release on Sigma's Beats Bass Life label. First release for their relaunch was Me and Ruth Royal, Sunshine. And this is the next one. They mean business with their label, let me tell you. You're going to hear this a lot at festivals this year. Kind of cheesy, kind of works. Let me know what you think. Seems to be getting the thumbs up. I'd kind of like a vocal version. Always loved the Addicted to the Shindig line. What a banger. It's by Bearup. Next release on Beats Bass Life, a label brought to you by Sigma. Big up Johners, who runs a label, and the Sigma guys. This one's called The Evolution. It's by, I'm going to rewind this. This is called The Evolution. It's taken from this that also came in this week, the Evolution EP. If you want the 10-inch vinyl of this, it's got this. Me and Cubics have worked together for years. It's got this track with Degs, Believe It with Rebecca Fitch, Always Been You with Lucy Kitchen, and one called Remain Nameless. Did remain nameless. Again, it's up for pre-order, but if you order the vinyl, spearheadrecords.bandcamp.com, we'll ship you this straight away, well ahead of its official release.
When I don't need to be falling off and holding on. No more. Live life that touch more safely between the pictures that we take and all the wisdom along the way. Cause everybody's proved wrong. So don't hesitate for too long. No, 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 no. scared. Feel your worth. Don't let anybody steer in wrong directions. We hope they'll find their way. Sometimes you can't relate. I get that it's hard to take. Yeah, it's hard to live life that touch more safely between the pictures that we take and all the wisdom along the way. Cause everybody's proved wrong. So don't hesitate for too long. No, 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 no. Hear these words, don't fight alone. This world's your own and you're more than a cog in this machine. Sometimes this life, it pumps the brakes. Oh, I get that it's hard to take. Live life that touch more safely between the pictures that we take and all the wisdom along the way. Cause everybody's proved wrong. So don't hesitate for too long.
We've got addicted to this love. We've got addicted to this freedom.
Absolute banger coming in from Spy. This one's called Underpass. Played this one at Steelyard. Went off.
Got addicted to this freedom. We've got addicted to this love. We've got addicted to this freedom. Freedom. We've got addicted to this love. We've got addicted to this freedom. Freedom. We've got addicted to this love. We've got addicted to this freedom.
Gonna play one next from Technicolor, one half of Technomatic. They got an EP coming out, which is a Technicolor EP, but it's like two chromatic tracks, two Technicolor tracks coming together as the Technomatic vibe. Great idea. Let them both flex their thing, and it works really, really well. So this one's Technicolor, Satisfy on their own label, Technomatic Music. Absolute vibes. Love that piano sample in there. For those of you producers that use sample packs and stuff, by the producer, I've got a brand new sample pack out from the one and only Willem, which is well worth checking out. And I am working on one for another company, which will be out in a few months. Still working on it at the moment. But 100% brand new sounds from my studio. Bought some new bits of kit to help craft that, and it's coming together well. Watch this space. Those fills are sick. This one coming in came out last week on Future Retro, our sister label. It's by Macca and Los Contreras, and it's called Leave Me Alone. Dan Bryan asks the question, will you be releasing a new BCee album in 2022, Steve? Do you know what? The answer is no. The 20 years of BCee box set isn't even arriving for a couple of weeks. Just got the Evolution EP in. And basically, if I had an album finished right now and wanted to manufacture it, it's unlikely it would be manufactured this year. So it's not going to happen this year. But There is another BCee solo EP that is finished, in the bag, and at manufacturing as we speak. I haven't played any of the tracks on here. I played a couple in club sets, if you've heard them and wondered what I was playing. And it's an EP with no guests on it at all. It's just me, mainly samples, sampled vocals. I wanted to go back to the roots of kind of just making vibey club tracks. So there's a 4-tracker coming from me before the end of the year. And of course, I'm working on new music all the time. I had a day with Charlotte this week, writing new vocals. And the pressure to try and follow up Life as We Know It is real. So no rush. I've lost count of how many albums I've made. So yeah, the next album from me, I don't know when it's going to be. I don't know what it's going to be. But I just don't want to do the same old thing. So watch this space. Yeah. I will tell you that we will probably test the new BCee Charlotte Haining track live at the 20 Years of BCee event. And then we're going to lock them down and give you a couple of new ones, all being well, at Hospitality in the Park. This is brand new guest, forthcoming Shogun Audio. It's called Reverence. And I'll give you some duck news in a minute. I'm late for the half-time coffee. Time to grab one. Brand new guest, Reverence, out soon on Shogun. So I said I'd give you some duck news. So let me tell you this. The ducks flew away a long time ago. The ones that we'd raised, you know, they're wild animals. We don't cage them up or anything like that. Just look after them until they fly off. So they flew away ages ago. A few weeks ago, come in here, might have even been for the last podcast, some ducks were suddenly crossing the road in front of me, and I saw one with a tag on and knew instantly it was from us. And then about 2 weeks ago, two of them appeared at our patio door, and now every day they appear at the patio door pecking on the glass until we go out and give them some food. One slight concern is we've got quite a big pond in the garden that you might have seen on some of the Duck Watch footage. You know what I'm talking about, by the way. Go to Instagram at DuckWatchUK and you'll find out. There were about 5 or 6 dead fish next to the pond this morning. So something is getting them out of the pond. And our cat can't walk on all fours at the moment either. We'll just throw that in the mix. Something's wrong with its foot. I paid 50 quid the other day, well 70 quid to take it to the vets just for it to bite a vet and come home again, basically. It went mental. So he's got some painkillers. He's not been attacking the ducks. He knows that they're part of us. He's still walking around like this. So he's going to have a revisit in a few days if the painkillers don't work. Anyway, that's animal news. The dog's not here today. She's not well either, but she's like 13 years old, so it's not too bad. Right, I'm going to play you this one. This is First World Problems when we go back to this. This is Spaces by Etherwood. It's part of the release that I am going to keep plugging today, Together with Ukraine. Link once again in the bio, togetherwithukraine.bandcamp.com. 130 odd releases and a load of artwork. For a starting price, 136 releases and a load of artwork. Starting price, 6 quid, 12 quid. Give more if you can. This is Spaces from Etherwood. Nice little update there from Arto. Just got the newsletter from the Together with Ukraine crew. They're working with Ukrainian Red Cross to get the money gathered to them already ASAP. Big up. Ethelwood coming good with all the feels on that one. Together with Ukraine.bandcamp.com for that one.
We wanted all kinds of things, but mostly what we needed was hope, an orientation of the spirit, a willingness to sometimes be in hopeless places and be a witness. There is no disconnect around technology and design that will allow us to be fully human until we pay attention to suffering.
This one's called Attention to Suffering. It's the next single from Workforce, from the forthcoming Workforce album. The first two tracks he's put out have been super soulful. This one, taking it dirty. Look out for this coming very, very soon. See, I think I mentioned a minute ago that I'm working on a sample pack at the moment for those of you that want to get some BCee beats, and I've been really conscious of not wanting to just make the same old drums and use other people's sounds and stuff. So all week this week I've been playing with this. I bought one of these. Check this bad boy out. Roland TR-8S. It's a drum machine, but like it's not like the 80s ones. This thing, I've been having a lot of fun making original B&B beats on this beast. Listen out for them in basically every tune I make from this point forwards. Might plug it in one day. Just roll out some vibes.
When we were in Eastern Europe and dealing with oppression, we wanted all kinds of things, but mostly what we needed was hope, an orientation of the spirit, a willingness to sometimes be in hopeless places and be a witness. There is no disconnect around technology and design that will allow us to be fully human until we pay attention to suffering.
This is the title track of a forthcoming Lower EP on Spearhead Records. This is called Beautiful Dreamer. Absolute soulful vibes from Lower. Track has also got, I played the vocal tracklets on there earlier on. Make the Most, that's going to be the single out in a couple of weeks' time, the lead single for this. There's also a track on this EP called Goon Squad, which is an absolute banger. So it's one to look out for. It will be up for pre-order on the Bandcamp site very soon. Yes, big up Matt Clear inside the building. I mean inside the chat room, but you know. This one's called Bolson. It's taken from the absolutely amazing Mike Kiss album Bolivian Hotel Bistro. I was up at the hospital office the other week and the character from the front of his album was there. I nearly brought it home, but I thought I better not. Not the best mix there, sorry about that. Little tease of Boo's remix of High Contrast. But it's in the same key as this one, Gold Dust, DJ Fresh, Boo and Used remix. Boo absolutely killing it right now. I was sent this promo to promote, but I think this is on a major, so if Facebook goes down, I'll immediately put it back up. Without doubt, the most jump-uppy tune ever to be played on the podcast. I haven't added this one to the Spearhead Presents playlist, but I have added it to a different playlist. If you have a look in the chat right now, just added this one to the playlist that I curate for my local gym. Big up Mick at MG Fitness. If you need some workout music, I change that one every week. Workout bangers. Right, this is the Efferwood remix of Morning Sun. It's on the Evening Sun EP, 10-inch Spearheadrecords.bandcamp.com if you want one of these bad boys. If you haven't heard this one before, brace yourself. Big up all the guys in the US tuned in. It's great that we somehow go worldwide from my little village here in the east of England. Australians tuned in too. Hopefully get back out and see you all at some point. What a tune. Right, going to play you this one next. This has been around for a while. We've still got some of these suckers left. The mighty Rhea, Whiny and our very own Ember on production. This is the title track. This is Blame from the Blame EP. And in case you don't know, I'll stick the Bandcamp link in the chat. Spearheadrecords.bandcamp.com. It actually works out better for us, usually, if you buy from Bandcamp rather than even our own web store, because of the digital delivery costs. Some people buy from the web store instead of Bandcamp to try and help us out, but Bandcamp is just as good for us. It's just been bought by Epic Games. So we're hoping it carries on as it is. But for now, we're all good. This is Rhea Blame.
I never did say sorry for my part. Can you forgive me for crushing your heart? Won't you know that I intend to change, and there's no one but me to blame.
Well, if you haven't checked this beast out yet on either streaming downloads or this, still in its plastic cover, Willem Love Rays EP. It's out now. This is the title track, Love Rays. Again, available spearheadrecords.bandcamp.com. These things do not last forever, and we don't press that many, and hardly ever do a repress. So grab them.
So you ready again to get started, y'all?
been away for too long. Did I never reach out enough? Changing your behavior keeps everyone running. Ain't nobody calling you out. I'ma let you know. There's an aura around you lately. There's an aura around you now. There's an aura around you lately. There's an aura around you now. I don't wanna take too much time. But you ain't ever speaking your mind. So there's no control in the weather. Don't you get fed up? Do you want, do you bear? Ain't nobody calling you out. You out. You out. Around you lately. There's an aura around you now. There's an aura around you lately. There's an aura around you now.
And me, I can't help being blinded by it. Lack of love cause it ain't me supplying. Feel the distance but your aura keeps me undecided, uninvited. Different vision underneath her eyelid. Turn to a mission from a sunny day before the virus. Talk is timeless, but me, I'm one to question. Changing the behavior had to mention, so miss me with attention. Now I'ma let you know before the apprehension. When nobody was left, I'll be the one to stand. Thunder when you come and land, for I ain't been away for long enough. Did I misunderstand? I come with plans and the heart sides of the sun. Large life, we pass time for fun. It's the archives of love. Yeah, I push a dark time away and read the star signs above. Harsh eyes, we part sides enough. Still the aura that surrounds you calls my bluff.
This one's called Aura's forthcoming Shogun Audio. Dusky, Javon, and Hieroglyphics. What a tune! This one's been about for a minute, but it's Ivy Lab, a rare return to drum and bass, and it's called Options. We need more Ivy Lab drum and bass. What a tune. That one's called Options. Do, of course, follow the Spearhead Presents playlist on Spotify with this and everything else in it. Right, now, yesterday we released an EP by the legend Lattice Think Tonk. I mentioned this earlier, and I'll post this link again at the very end of the show, as well as there right now. But the team head shot up to Manchester the other week, and we met Think Tonk on his own turf, Note Skate Shop in Manchester, to have a chat with him about all things Think Tonk and his music. This one's called Emmett to Gin, which is Night Time Moving Backwards. You'll hear it in the vocal. Available now at spearheadrecordsbandcamp.com on digital, download and streaming. I wouldn't say I'm taking up skateboarding as a hobby since visiting Think Tonk up at Note. He did give me a few tips, and I have been to Tesco's on my new board. I'm alright, you know, for a 45-year-old. Look at this beast. My board. Haven't ended up in A&E yet. Benny, who does all the videos for us, he picked up a board whilst we were at Note, and like properly hurt himself the first time he went on it. If you want to check it out, note.co.uk.com is in the video anyway. This track coming in is taken from the forthcoming Bert H EP. Bert H, I'm going to take this one back. I'm going to start this from the beginning so you can hear it properly. This is from the forthcoming Bert H EP. This track is called Borderlines. It's kind of unfortunately named at the moment. Bert H hailing from Russia, and really feel for Bert right now and all of the Russian artists really that are kind of stuck. I don't want to say too much, but you know, I'm sure you all get it. Those guys think it's as mental as us. I'm going to go over time today because I want to play you 2 more tracks. But there you go. This is called Borderlines. See you there. Big love going out to you, Bert. I hope you're okay. Also featuring Cutworks on this one, coming out very soon on Spearhead. And a wicked, wicked tune. So that one's forthcoming very soon on Bert H's debut Spearhead EP. I'm going to finish with one more track from the 136 track Together with Ukraine album. And I'm going to put the link one last time in the chat. So this is Whiny, No Time to Cry, featuring Shelia and Amor. I may have mispronounced those names. Apologies if I have. Let me just tell you that these vocals came out of a project by Impact, the Impact program, which was at Tile Yard last year. Big up to Wisdom for putting all that together, and his team. And basically it was like taking in young people, teaching them vocal writing skills and stuff like that. And I was invited up to hear the vocals that they'd come up with. And oh my days, there's like 16, 17, 18-year-olds belting it out like they've been doing it for 30, 40 years. This is one of those tracks that came out as a result of that. I haven't explained it very well, but anyway, we're kind of out of time. So there's No Time to Cry. It's part of that album. The link is in the description, is in the chat, together with ukraine.bandcamp.com. Do you know what? We've got flipping absolutely loads of vinyls in stock at the moment. I want you to go and buy this, the Terror EP. Buy the Evolution EP from me and Doug. The Beat the System repress. The Life as We Know It repress. The North Point repress. Films EP. Ria's EP. Grab them all, Spearhead Records at bandcamp.com. But do you know what? Right now, more importantly than that, before you do any of that, together with ukraine.bandcamp.com. And I've taken it back again. And support this release. It's really, really important. I will be back soon. I don't know when. In the next few weeks when I can. This is it from me. We'll finish with this one together with ukraine.bandcamp.com. Big up. Thanks for joining me. See you soon.
Dose of serotonin, but I couldn't say that no. Took me to the heights, higher than I've been before.